Well, here we are for another episode of Let's Have Some Fun. Everybody thinks you're an idiot, but you know you're doing the right thing, and it would be what God wants you to do, whether you're chosen or not. Uh, I'm just sitting here watching. Like my wife just sent me a thing and took me to Facebook and showed me a video. And anyways, like once I get off of that, Greg Locke's on here. He's a pastor in Tennessee, guys. He's a deliverance minister. He's one of those ones that can zap the fucking demons out of you. I'm telling you guys, this guy's dirty and sniffy. Really bad sniffy. Really, really bad. How many souls this guy? How many souls he got by the toe? It's scary. This man told everybody he had a fucking military meeting where he's bound to an NDA. Why would you tell people that? What's Trump? And it's weird. You guys go around, you guys go look. Praying over Trump. It's weird. What a weird behavior. A lot of touching them and praising them. And those people of all people should be knowing they should not be praising a man. But there they are. I don't know. I'm just worried about Greg Locke. I think he's taking a lot of people down a bad path. If he had the ability to zap demons out, he would just, like I said, he knows who the bad guys are. He talks about the Illuminati and shit all the time. Talks about it from deep state or whatever it is. You have that ability, Buccarini. You might like, why can't you use it on them? Unbelievable. But we humanoids, I don't know how the fuck you buy onto that bit, but you do. You do. It's a strange world where a man like Greg Locke can fucking grab you by the brains and make you think his way is the way to God. I don't know. Is he the way to Jesus or is he the way to God? Man, this man ain't even smart enough. He uses all this, oh, there's witches in our church and blah, blah, blah. Hey, bud, you of all people should know the truth is the only thing that can fucking remove a demon. Put them in their place. Hey, blah, blah, blah. If you know who they are, call them right by name. You guys are more than welcome to stay. But I'd like everybody to know that you're here to cause trouble because, well, you're a witch and I have proof because you would want to have reasons to think they're a witch to, accuse them out in public. But that's not the way of fucking godly men these days. They don't want to use the fucking truth to serve them. You know what I mean? It's probably because they're in a big fat fucking lie. Scary situation. Oh, it angers me. I'm stuck in this PTSD. I want the fuck out of it. Oh, it disgusts me being here and being locked inside this fucking cesspool of fucking weakness and stupidity. Where you can explain to somebody, hey, sounds pretty awful. I'm calling you a battle protector, but here's the reasons why because I don't want you to be. I want you to be brave and strong inside of fucking Jesus because all you want is the truth. And if the truth is the pedos are running the world, you shouldn't want that. You shouldn't feel weak and powerless, but you clowns do. Where do you go to in this world? 5 years looking for a conversation. That could maybe help the world, and no one wants to fucking have it. No one does. It's one thing I learned along my journey. I remember, well, when you think you're chosen, you think you can save the world. And then as you go along and you learn your lessons, you're like, you can't save nothing. You can only try and help. And if it wants to lay in stupidity and ignorance, I just don't know what the repercussions are for it. You know what I mean? The rules are pretty easy if you think about it, but yet so hard. Thou shalt not kill is like, it's like one of those ones that just, I think it speaks for itself. But there we are, just we're watching war like it's nothing. We don't realize it's human beings. We won't really care until it happens to us, eh? We won't really care. Rumor on the street is Triple T and reactions are planning to pull up on you, Carl. What do I think about that? Well, I'm not too worried. Johnny Gobble is getting a lot of praise right now, but hey, if you know anything about fighting, there's a reason Johnny wants to get the first shot in all the time. He's willing to sucker you because, well, because if you get through that sucker, he might be in trouble. That's what I think. But hey, I do think Triple G got what he asked for. Hey, bud, you go looking for trouble. There it was. See, here's the thing. Triple T knows Johnny Dog Gobble's a joke. He's a joke of a man, and Triple T knows it. And he just wanted to make sure Johnny knows it, right? He has to be a tough guy. So he has to go into Johnny's town and try and make Johnny feel less than, right? Because Triple T loves the fucking power. Oh, he loves to go on a power trip. He loves to think that he can mind fuck you. Gets excited. Gets he's gonna orgasm. Like he's a sicko. He really is, and nobody picked up on it before. But anyways, fuck. You people are fucking weird. Anyways, I wish Johnny would have just stood back and not pulled the cheap shot, but everybody's praising you. Johnny's got what he wanted. Upchurch's attention, his love, his love. I've already made 2 videos. They're in the oven. I don't understand it myself. There's been, sexual harassment of Upchurch's family by Johnny. Threats of contacting his younger sister. uh, Imaginary conversations. Picking up his daughter high as fuck at school. I got lost in my conversation with Upchurch. We forget about shit like that. We forget about, I don't know, did you guys ever remember the hotel skit? where Johnny used to meet Upchurch in the hotel, and for $1,000 a night, Upchurch would have his merry way with Dagburn. This is the sick shit this fuck thinks of. Like, and man, there's a skit out there of him talking about ripping Ryan and Adam Calhoun's wieners off and putting them in special places, rehoming them. I don't fucking know. It's all sorts of weird. But here's the deal. Like I seen on my YouTube, you forget about this shit. I think Seeper's not doing good with God neither. And I wish Seeper would get with God. But you guys love to tell on each other and remind each other of the things that you've done. And like I said, we've got to get over the things that we've done, but we have to accept the things that we've done and that we need to change because at the present moment, Johnny's in a good light. But anytime he can get back to the old regular scheduled Dagburn because he's never taken the time to fucking find himself. But, anyways, Seeper, he mentions about unborn children that Dagburn has talked about, including Ryan's child. Billy and Skylar's child. In fact, he wished Billy harm in an accident or something. He always wishes people harm. It's terrible. I mean, I want people to get justice for sure. I don't want them hurt and their families destroyed and shit like that. If you've done something bad, I want you to pay for it. But if you're getting caught in someone's lie, I definitely don't want you to pay for that. You know what I mean? If fucking Billy tried to shoot people, I think there I think there should be fucking you should get in trouble for that. I don't know about you guys. He's still fucking walking around on the streets, but I don't know. I don't know the full story. They won't tell their side. I only know the news, and it's not good news on their side. But yeah, like, oh, he talks about the snitch shit, but I don't think Johnny was being authentic then. You know what I mean? But yeah, and we forget. Hey, he tried to triple T. No, he didn't. Dagburn didn't even have the fucking balls to triple T fucking Gotcha Man. He went to punk Gotcha Man going after his dad, who's on death's door. That's Johnny Gobble. So he wants to make fun of Triple T pulling up. Yeah, Dagburn will pull up on your dying dad just to get some clicks and fucking views and fucking agitate you. Johnny can say whatever he wants about Gotcha Man. I will stick up. Gotcha Man's probably one of the only few people that doesn't go outside of Johnny's stupidity to try and fuck with them. I'll give him credit for that. Now, the one thing I don't like about Gotcha Man, I'll tell you guys, is you don't say shit about people because you always give reasons why you say shit about Dagburn. That motherfucker called me crazy. And when I asked him why, didn't want to answer. Didn't want to answer. He doesn't have one because he's a coward. He'd rather join the crew and hate me because he wants me crazy. Sorry, Buckaroony. You ain't with God and you're fucking on the whole side of stupidity. You can think you're better than everybody else because that's who Gotcha Man is. He does think pretty highly of himself. But then again, in some points he should, you know what I mean? Says he came from dirt, came from nothing. You know what I mean? He's a family man, providing for his family. There's good aspects of Gotcha Man, you know what I mean? I see you're all there, Uncle Will. They're on their way to see you. Why? Because I want the truth. Hey, Uncle Will, what? Do you want to play a game? Do you want to play a game? Go get everybody on here. Come on. Let's make a fucking phone call. Hey? Let's make a fucking phone call, eh, bud? It ain't between you and me. Not between you and me, sweetie. How about I call the FBI? Huh? How about I do that? Should I get in trouble for that? Call the FBI and say, hey, buckaroonies. Bill Gates got a divorce because of Epstein. I have it on video, Melinda saying so. She refuses to say how many times Bill's been with Epstein. You know what I mean? I just want to know. I just want to know. Hey, buddy. You want to? We'll make it a special show. We won't do it right now. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. We'll make it a special show. I'll call your FBI, eh? Tell all your friends to join the show tomorrow, and Carl will call the FBI. Eh? And say, I'm a little fucking concerned as a citizen of the world that your organization might be bought and paid for because people like Bill Gates don't have to face anything. Have you guys even talked to him? How many meetings has he had with Bill? Because when I see him in interviews, he gets all uptight. It makes me think he has something to hide. It's just his behavior. He seems to get agitated when you talk about Epstein. He's dead. What? Why are we even talking about this? This is silliness. It's just a couple dinners caused a divorce. Something. But then I could tell the FBI, you know what I could say? Hey, I got Kevin Spacey, you know, that great actor, Kevin Spacey. I got him on video saying he saw Clinton with with young girls when he was with Epstein. And that's when he knew to stay away from Epstein. Now, I don't know if Kevin's a very bright man, but he told us that that's the thing. When actors don't have a role to rehearse and they get asked questions that they just weren't ready for, and they gotta fucking say something. No balls, I'll fucking do her, bud, but I gotta do her for a purpose, you know what I mean? I don't think I'm crazy. That's the problem, you know what I mean? I think you guys are crazy for not asking the FBI what the fuck's going on. Hey, what do you want me to do? Tell the FBI, hey, were weapons of mass destruction real? Am I lying to the people? Who paid the price for that lie other than those dead Iraqis and dead fucking US soldiers? Oh, they got promoted. Promoted? What the fuck? Hey, oh, I don't know about you guys, but if you really boo boo in your jobs, do you get to keep them? Are you punished? Oh, but they're special. You know why they're special? Because you make them feel special. They tell you they're special and you obey. You obey like good little sheep. You're out here like good little sheep. Bah! You're baaing away. Here's the thing, you're caught in a fucking illusion where you think you're wolves. You ain't real wolves. No. You're those fake wolves in the fairy tales where they warn you about the wolves. But here's the fucking really illusionary part of it all is that deep down inside, you're wolves. You men out there are actually alphas, even the ones pretending to be. Listen, let go of the wet Watson inside of you and grab a hold of Christ, eh? Let the West Watson go. Grab a hold of Christ. Find out what's true, what's real. Hey, stop living the fantasy of thinking you're something when you're just sheep. You're obeying your father, Satan. That's all you're doing. Don't obey him because he's not your real father. He abducted your brain and took you away from the real thing. You know what I mean? You guys can do it. You can do it. Rob Schneider. I wonder what he thinks about being in Israel. Hey, he's a big Trump supporter. He's a man of God. What does he think? Does thou shalt not kill fucking mean something? Or is it just a fucking little ringy dingy thing? When the commandments of God should be the most important thing on your brains. But no, they're not. Far from. Country first, president first. God's just a thing that you pretend to make you feel good and think that you're having an happy ending. And you're really living in a fucking delusion. Hey, that creaker, call them now. Well, I don't want to call them now. I want to make this a big thing. I want to make sure I get to say what I want to say. You know what I mean? That's all. Is it too much to ask for? A little audience participation? Hey, this phone call could change the fucking world. Hey, do you want to be a part of it or not? Would you tell your friends about it? Hey? Or yeah, I'll get to watch me dag burn myself, where I just end up sucker punching myself for no reason. Hey? But that's when I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna demand the made for the crazy people. Because I'm tired of living in your guys' fucking delusions of weakness and fucking stupidity and not caring what the real world is. You think the real world is what Satan's telling you it is. No, you better wakey wakey or maybe a bakey bakey. I don't know. The Bible makes you think a few different ways, shouldn't it? Just some just die and never have another chance. It does think talk about just death, complete death in the Bible, doesn't it? But it also speaks of a place called hell. Hey, maybe you get to spend your time there. And then it's just the end. However, whatever you did to affect other people's lives, you get to sit in. You guys think this is just a game and a joke. You go and try and destroy people to make yourselves feel good. And it's just not you jokers out in the world. That's what my story's about. People will turn on you and not tell the truth if they think they can lose something out of fear and stupidity. And you think you get to go to God? And there's so many people out there who will think low of people like this, but given the opportunity, they would do the same thing. Or is it this our hell? Get into it, Carl. Well, if this is hell, I'm into it. I don't want to stay in it though. I want the fuck out. This might be hell. You all might be the fallen angels. Given one last opportunity. Hey, one last opportunity. Hey, what are you gonna do? Gonna get with it? Or are you gonna dag burn the fuck out of it? Hey, listen, listen. I know you guys love skin riding with Satan, okay? So let's play Satan's game. This is if I was playing Satan's game and I was little Timmy. Little Timmy's fifis are hurt. His whole image has been fucking crushed, and it should be. Stop calling military. Stop saying military men are the fucking biggest, toughest men in the world. Because they're not. And he proved it to the world. He's a lot of bark and no bite. But anyways, but Timmy, if I was Timmy and I was working for the devil, and I've been Dagburn. He's now Dagburn, right? You gotta admit, his whole town, his whole city, they should all know what a joke he is, right? He's Dagburn around town now. He's the big fucking joke on the block, right? Well, you don't want to be Dagburn too long. You want to pass the Dagburn along, right? This is what I'd do if I was Timmy. I'd take that trek over to Florida and I'd go see fucking Kurt. I'd go see Kurt because it can't be any worse. What could be the worst thing that happens than being a Dagburn? You pass Dagburn on fucking Kurt, hey? Hey, Kurt can't back his mouth up, and now Timmy's showing his military madness. He's earned a little bit of his respect back and pass the Dagburn on to fucking Kurt. But hey, Dagburn, he's in all he is. There's a little Dagburn in all he is, hey? But Curtis, there's a lot of Dagburn in Curtis. Ah, but you guys know what a Dagburn is, right? A dag, a dag. Well, you guys know what burn means. Go look it up in your dictionary. It should be self-explanatory, right? But a dag, Uncle Will. Speaking of Will, you know how we call you a little Will not? Well, that's a dag and a sheep, eh? It's a sheep will not. Or a character, eh? Maybe y'all got to be a little acknowledge your Dagburn, so your character, your current character, can burn, and you can be reborn into brand new characters. That's got to be through the truth, Uncle Will, and no one can make you burn but you. But I don't want to see you burn for eternity, bud. That's the thing. As nasty as you are to me, bud, I still want the best for you. And anything you create for yourself, you've done that for yourself because I've asked you not to. I begged you not to. I'm like, dude, there's got to be punishment for dealing, like, fucking with people of God. You know what I mean? I love you. I appreciate everything you've done for me, bud. Like, it's funny how you always want to talk now. We're just Instagram buddies now, eh? You just can't help yourself. No, bud. We're not having private conversations anymore. I asked for that. You denied me. I'm not giving you something that you can cut up and because I'm not taking the time to record a conversation with you. I've tried many times on the internet. I would tell you the same things on the internet as I tell you fucking just having a personal conversation. I got nothing to hide, man. And if I do hide, then that means I didn't give myself to this truth. And there's going to be truths about me that I don't like. I don't really want to face them, but I have. And I'll continue to. Or I can't become a better, bigger, better man. You know what I mean? The spiritual awakening thing, bud. She's a journey. She's a journey. She's not an instant thing, bud. You can't read a book and think you got her all grasped out. You gotta want her, bud. You gotta want to be that needle in a haystack, buddy. You give up too quickly, my little moo moo, my little moo moo, my little tickle me whiskers. Hey, Uncle Will. God, please give Carlos brain back. Didn't understand bath salts. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Listen, buddy, all evil will pay for its evil. Listen, and evil doesn't know it's evil. Let me tell you, This is a real thing, dude. People are selfish these days. They love money. They don't want justice. They don't fucking care. They they just want for themselves. If they've been a victim, they don't care about anybody else. They don't care about stopping and just making sure it doesn't happen again. It's brutal. What's that guy's name? Tyler Phillips, I think it is. Or one of those names that Jaguar Wright's been throwing out there all the time. Tyler Perry, sorry. And it turns out he's got a lawsuit against him now for like 200 something million dollars. Why can't we just go to the fucking police and get it fucking stopped? Why do we have to benefit? Why can't we let our suffering and pain be enough to not want that for others and be rewarded? It's like Mark Coleman talk. Hey, Ariel Wani. Hey, what do you want out of this? Paid, paid. If you have an NDA in this world to keep your mouth shut about bad behavior, you can't go to God. You can't. You explain to me where. If others will suffer because of your silence and you benefited off of it, you think I'm lost. That's so hilarious. You people are so fucking stupid and clueless. How do you not how do you not grasp it? How do you what do you think God is? When you think about us, do you think there's a creator? Do you think all of this happened by chance? My logic tells me probably not, but there is probability of it. But my experience I've had with God, I'm 100% in on him because what's my repercussions? I die and I am poor meat and I never know. I never knew I was trying to do the right thing. Not have pedos run the world, not run away and not run away from my problems. But that's what they're telling Christians these days. Well, run away from your problems. Just think you can have shit and it'll just appear. You guys are fucked. You guys are all falling for some trickery. No one wants the real thing. Fucking Jesus said, "Hey, when I go, I'm leaving a helper. The helper's coming." Maybe when he released himself, his Holy Spirit went amongst the fucking world and he said, "Hey, grasp her. It's out there for everybody. Just gotta believe in me. You gotta want the truth. You let me know where I'm wrong." And here's the problem. He says, "Can't be a pussy about it. Use your head." He came for a revolution, not a revolution like they thought, not a war hawk, a Mashiach who wanted everybody else to be a Mashiach, to use their brains and come together and know that they could bring God's kingdom on earth if they just put their brains towards God and not Satan. Who did God reference when he told them, you follow the commandments of men? They teach more than God ever intended. You go outside of God's simple commandments and make it so that men serve the Pharisees. You guys let me know where I'm wrong. Jesus was never a pussy. He told the Pharisees the way it was. He's like, you are spiritually corrupt. And he always said to him, just like I say to you, shit turds, let me know where I'm wrong. But you never can. And we turn out like you? Hell no. Well, no, I'm asking you to be you, dipshit. Hey, don't go around thinking your truth. Try and figure out what the actual truth is. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? No, you don't, Dauber. You guys are sick in the head. Like I try and tell you guys, hey, Pete Hegseth, this is before the Israel Iran thing. For a long time, I've been like, hey, look at Peter. He's rah rah in troops. Look at Peter. He's rah rah in troops. Tulsi Gabbard, she comes out warning you guys of nuclear war and the dangers of it. Look what happened at Hiroshima. And that's just a baby bomb compared to what you guys got now. Hey? And what does she get? She gets punished for putting that into people's heads. How serious nuclear war is. She gets punished. But here's the deal. I've said Tulsi Gabbard is bad. And she is. But not all of her is bad. There's got to be a being side somewhere in there. She lied about the Signal app. Her duty is to God. If we can't figure that out, and if she lies to the people, she lies to God. And she lied. You guys should have learned a lot from that Signal app, but your fucking news did not fucking point anything out. That mercenary comments about how you guys should be fucking rewarded for doing shit that didn't really pertain to you. Should have been a big deal, but it's not. You guys love people like B. Hegseth who leave. We're talking about NDAs. NDAs wherever he goes. There's B. Hegseth. You're going to jail, buddy. Oh, good. I don't want to go to jail. What am I going to go to jail for? Hey, I'm a logical human being. I can have a conversation. If I'm wrong, please show me. But you can't fucking brainwash me. You know what I mean? Not happening. Oh, oh, you're calling me a kid toucher there, Doc Tony, eh? Oh, you can take that to God. I'm not taking it on. You take that to God. You know what I mean? I feel pretty confident in my work for God, hey? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Oh, I'm a diddler, eh? Am I? Would you like to spread that out to the world? Doc Tony thinks that I'm a diddler. He would like the world to know that. Is that okay? Doc Tony, I don't care what you fucking say, dude. I know the truth. Investigate. Investigate. It's not projection. It might be Pitbulls. I don't know. If you got proof, now I know you have a video. You can go to Uncle Will. It's his favorite video of all time. And you can listen to the 3 a.m. video. And well, I don't know how you come to the conclusions that I was a kid toucher off of that, but hey, hey, even with it out of context, never says anything like that. Says I asked a question. You know what I mean, Doc Tony? You take your own behavior to God. If you don't want to have conversations and you just want to throw shit out to the universe, don't be surprised what the universe gives you back. Everything you tried dishing out. Hope you're able to take what you're able to give. Hey, Doc Tony? All he is. You know what I mean? I hope I get what I give because I'm giving her all. I fought the world. It feels like I'm fighting the world right now. I want to give up every day. If God probably gave me the option and said, I can't, if you want, I'll just end her. I think I'd be okay with it. In all honesty, I don't know. I fucking, I want best for people, but fuck, it's hard fighting. It's hard fighting stupidity, ignorance. Like, I don't know, like, and I do feel bad for you guys. I'm like, fuck, I don't really know what HAARP's all about. Like, I do know MK Ultra, like the fluoride in the water. Do they have other stuff in the water? Is that why everything's gay now? Like, Alex Jones told us about the water and the frogs. Like, I'm not saying that's a thing. I'm just saying, hey, what if it is? So fuck, you know what I mean? You know, that reproductive problems now, stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Does Satan not want humanity to breed? I mean, he's the one that does it. He loves you. Maybe he hates you, doesn't want you around anymore. And God wants you to flourish, but you want to let a few of Satan's henchmen fucking own everything while you be happy because they mind fuck you and make you want what they're willing to offer you by mind controlling and manipulating you. It's simple, easy things to figure out if you just fucking listen. Listen, George Soros, he's a philosopher king. He loves philosophy. His art is perception. Do you know what perceptions are? George knows that if he can get you to think certain things, he can make things happen. You know what I mean? He gets you to perceive things that he wants to happen. Now that's how George became a money man. And well, when you become a money man, then you can really make people perceive, right? You give monies to schools, the bestest, smartest, brightest people. And maybe you brain fuck them the best. And they're thinking they're the best and brightest and that nobody could possibly. You see, you hear. No, you don't. You participate. You do as you're told. That's not being with God. Christ will make you crazy. He'll make you stand out in the crowd. He'll make you fight for what's right, little shithead dauber. Hey, he'll make you try and do what's right. He'll fight the little mean daubers' brains away. But what happens if your brain becomes a stain? Hey, and you found out God was real and you were messing with one of his vessels, eh? Are you messing with one of God's vessels? That wouldn't be very smart, would it? No, no, no. Then comes Uncle Will. He'd be getting a spanking and a half. Little mean Dauber, you're just a little character. Uncle Will's a main stage character now. Mount Rushmore of shitheads. At least usually tell us what they're going to do before they do it. Well, yeah. Hey, King Sith Lord. I caught him on video saying, well, he's penetrated most of my government. And well, guess what? His favorite penetrations are Macron over in France, the one who's married to a dude that claims that he's a woman and all sorts of sickness. Yeah, he penetrated him. And he penetrated my ex fucking prime minister, Justin Trudeau. And I'm got to think, hey, if Justin Trudeau was penetrated because Klaus Schwab told us, and Mark Carney is Justin Trudeau's advisor, well, he probably advised Justin to get penetrated by Klaus because him indeed himself was probably penetrated by Klaus. You know what I mean? There's a lot of action going on there and the elites of fucking stupidity there. Yes, they think that if they tell us, they're not going to get their karma. They're fucking stupid. They bit onto a lie that fucking they're not going to Israel. They're living in their own lie. Israel has a state of mind. And what's going on in Israel, the land right now, is called a land of fucking stupidity. If they want death and destruction to anybody, if anybody wants it, if Palestinians want death and destruction to anybody, if anybody in the world wants death and destruction to another, you've already lost the game. You're done. You're not with God. You can think whatever the fuck you want. You can think that you can fucking kill for God and you can manipulate for God and that you're going to get a million virgins when you leave this fucking world, which you are a fucking lunatic for thinking. If you think that God looks upon women any differently than he looks upon men, you're a fucking moron. Why would God subject someone to being under a man's control? You're fucking stupid. You bought on like this is, but I feel bad because we're trained this way. They're trained over and over. We're trained to fucking be stupid and think stupid things that just don't make sense if you use common sense and you think that God would be a God of love. And fuck, in order to have true love, you have to be in the truth. And you have to have free will. You have to have another option. You guys have picked the other fucking option because you want to be weak and pathetic. People just don't listen or care to know. Well, that's the problem, Pitbulls. I'm trying to help people. There's Christians that I feel for because they want Christ. At least they fucking know of his existence. And this is what bothers me too, is I use Jesus' name over and over, and I know that that man never ever heard that name, not one time. But I'll use it. I don't care. They have no idea who Christ is, and it's right there in the Bible. But they're so wrapped up in and everything else in the Bible than what Jesus is saying. Fuck, it's hard being with me. You got to pick up your Christ, your cross. You got to be willing to go the distance. Faith of a mustard seed. Fuck, man. Like, I'm scared. Like Joel Osteen is of the devil. If you can't get that fucking, I know he's got $1 million smiling, but he is fucking weak and pathetic and does not represent Jesus. And I have no problems going to God saying this because if it ever got to Joel Osteen and he could prove me wrong, I'd have no problems. Just like with the Pope, this whole world is a joke. If one man is supposed to represent Jesus, it's supposed to be him. And it's a fucking joke. It's a fuck. When you gotta watch the last Pope hang out with fucking Rothschilds and fucking, it's all dirty. It's all dirty and they don't tell us and they keep Jesus from us. They got it all locked up downstairs of the Vatican and they don't care about us. Karen, the Karen fits you better. What am I caring about? Because I want us to know. Don't you want to know about God? Don't you want to know about your existence? Or are you just happy existing being an idiot? You better be scared your judgment day's coming. Good, good, good. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for when Christ comes down and I will have to suffer any consequences I caused for myself. Hey? But I'm a logical man who's willing to listen. I have my options open. I don't close doors. See, you start closing doors, you start closing options, buddy. Have you closed yourself off to God? Is that the problem? Perhaps. Hey, bud, that's the problem. I do care, pitbulls. That's the problem. I do care. And I hate seeing people fall for Johnny Gobble. I hate seeing people fall for all this stupidity. It's disgusting. It's gross. And people need to get away from it. Jesus told people, I'm coming for separation. Don't be around people that don't want to accept me because I can't accept people who don't want me. If you're going to pick a human over what's right, and I don't know what to tell you, she's pretty simple lessons. You need to learn a lot more about your existence. Well, I'm willing to learn about my existence, but I don't claim to know. I don't claim to think that I know. When I start thinking about God, my brain starts hemorrhaging, but I can't think of what fucking created this, bud. You're our Canuck gobble. Keep it up, big boy. No, you're you're your own joke, buddy. You're creating your own problems. You're creating this world with your stupidity, ignorance, and fear. You're the problem in the world, not the elites. I'm just trying to make it known that, hey, if you're not willing to go take a look, and they are a problem, and that's a problem for you. You got to go to God knowing that you didn't want to solve your problems. Hey, you don't want to solve your problems. When you watch your lives, I do all the time. I'm very proud because I like to make sure that I don't make mistakes. And I do make mistakes. And sometimes you'll see me come on lives and say, hey, I said something. Didn't come out the way I was thinking. Hey, little mean daughter, you want hell, you go get her, bud. Because to me, if it gets worse than this, I want nothing to do with it. I will. God just tells me I got to use my voice and my story. I just got to find a way. And I can't be stupid about it. I know the position that I'm in. Like I said, the hospital is just a phone call away. And I already know what happens to a five-time loser. You know what I mean? I bet you it's a pretty special case when a patient can get themselves off of something that the doctor recommends. Hey, it's got to be rare. Got to have some sort of intelligence, wouldn't you think? Or am I the Antichrist and I'm just that smart? No, no, no. The Antichrist will be a man. I will never tell you to follow me. Never. I tell you to follow Christ. It's the only way. See, here's the deal. I think men fall in love with men following them and admiring them. I don't ever want that. I don't ever want that. Not ever. That's why this is so hard for me to claim that I'm the Mashiach and I have to be known around the world. And quite frankly, I can't save anybody. You can only save yourself. You have to be a Mashiach. Tried explaining earlier to Uncle Will because the whole superhero thing, right? I'm willing to be a superhero, but I can't be anybody else's superhero. I can try and help the children and maybe inspire others to do things, but it's all we can do is try to inspire people to come to Christ by showing people what happens when you truly take on Christ, willing to do the right things. You'll be willing to die to do the right things. I passed that test a long time ago. Hey, little mean dauber. Yeah, nobody unless you start in your own country, dopey. Well, no, hey, dipshit. I've been trying to tell you guys. You guys are running around saying best in town. Well, America's the problem in town. I've been telling you this. You don't want to identify as an American. Child of God is what you want to be. Americans, they're dopey, stupid, ignorant. Their president represents them. And he's in trouble. He's in for his own brain war. You know what I mean? You guys are in for a brain war. But imagine, like, you guys just don't see it, eh? He loves to be admired. And if you don't admire him, he'd crush you. He'd crush you like a motherfucker. He'd fucking Tucker Carlson you in a second, baby. Just, what do you think? Thou shalt not kill is important. Should I fucking should I be a dick to my vegetarian fucking Messiah friend over there who's got his daughter in the Air Force? Hey, buddy, do you think that's a good idea? Thou shalt not kill. And there's a possibility, but I think it's on the waiver form. Fuck. Uh, oh, fuck you people. I gotta break away out of the matrix. I gotta find a way out of the matrix. Like this side of YouTube fucking sucks. You guys fucking suck. Is there anybody out there with a brain? Is there anybody out there who wants to fucking find out what the truth is? Hey, who knows? Maybe we can do that thing tomorrow, eh? I good eats vegetarian food. Wow, that's good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still on my I'm still learning all the time. I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to be vegetarian, but right now I know that the Bible says you're not supposed to be. I know that the native people, they didn't sacrifice animals. They celebrated the animal for giving them everything that they had. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how we're without the animals. How are they clothing themselves and staying warm and stuff like that? You know what I mean? I don't, maybe there's a cycle of life for a reason. You know what I mean? Like maybe if we were like the only meat eaters or something like that, I can understand. But I don't know. So we'll set up of our teeth and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Are we are we made to I don't know. I don't know. Or are we made to appreciate life? You know what I mean? And maybe there's more to it. Maybe they knew secrets back then that we don't know now that those spirits of those animals live on, you know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Do all dogs go to heaven? Oh no. I sure do hope my puppy's up there waiting for me. My homie fucking wow. I wouldn't know if say he was my true friend. He was my true friend. That's amazing, right? My dog was my best friend. I still want to cry. It's been a while since that little fucker's been gone. He made this easier for me. You know what I mean? He fucking like to annoy the fuck out of me. Made life worse for me. And I still miss him. Fuck, he caused hell in this house. Everything I've been through and fucking the dog's the thing that gets me to cry every fucking time. I hope one day you guys figure out you were dealing with an earth angel and you all fucked up. That's gotta be a hell of a fuck up. It has gotta be a hell of a fuck up finding out God's real and he's using human vessels at this time because this world has gone to fucking shit. We we are fucking Sodom and Gomorrah. We are fucking Babylon. We are in a shit state of fucking stupidity. But anyways, I hope you guys come too and don't sit in your sufferings too long. But I do want you to suffer because that's the only way to come to God. And if you're already with God, congratulations. Because don't take anything on I say, it's what you believe. And if you are on a constant search for the truth, you can only be with God as long as it's not your truth and it's the actual truth. And you're not afraid to face it, even if it hurts you. But hey, the truth can never hurt you. It will only set you free. Remember? That's the way to go to God. But anyways, you guys have a good day. Pit bulls, you, yeah, fuck. I fucking, I love that fucker. I did. I got this. That reminds me, I've got this weird video. I don't know if it's a light reflection or what it is. It's my dog, and he's fucking roaming around in the backyard, and all of a sudden, this white light comes fucking right towards me. Like I said, I got some weird videos of some weird pictures of shit. You know what I mean? I got a fuck of a story. Hey, little Maine Dauber. Remember, I told you guys, shooting star. Can't really prove it, right? Just gotta take my word for it, I guess. But like I always said, I'll always be able to remember the day it happened because I got a picture. The very next night, something in my head told me just to take a picture, right? And I know it doesn't seem like much, but there's a little split in there, bud. I thought first I was like, "Is that another shooting star?" Which it might be. It might be. I don't fucking know. But when you open it up, there's some weird blues and yellow. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. You never know. Maybe it's a light reflection from the ground up. I don't know. But anyways, don't be sorry, pitbulls. Everything happens for a reason, right? Really. That dog came into my life when I needed him, and he You know what I mean? We all have our experiences. You know what I mean? That's the thing about my dog. That's the one thing. I tell you, he was a peckerhead, he was, but he wasn't fake. He was never fucking fake to me. Never, not once was he fucking fake. He's the he'd look at me and go, "I know I did it wrong. I know I did it wrong, and I'm probably gonna do it." My husband told me little me put out a hilarious video earlier. Well, I don't know. I bet it's about Johnny Dagburn. You know what I mean? I'm not into it. I know who Johnny Dagburn is. You know what I mean? I know he's having his moment and he's basking in his fucking Upchurch glory, and I'm happy for him. I really, if you're gonna fucking, if you want to go to hell or whatever it is on stupidity, I hope you get everything you wanted on this earth. Told you, Pitbulls, one thing I've known for a long time, Johnny Gobble is going to be famous, world famous. Charlie D wants to be world famous, but Dagburn, he's going to be world famous. Mark my words on it. I'm a prophet. It's not for profit. But hey, you don't have to think I'm a prophet because I get shit wrong sometimes. But oh well, it's just my thinking. I just think stinking thinking. It's a thing of the past. And if we're in times where fuck, we're in bad times. I don't know how nobody doesn't see it, but hey, anyways, everybody have a good night. You two pitbulls. Everybody, everybody. It's always delightful to have you in here, pitbulls. You're not too much of a dickhead or anything. You ever got questions, I'll answer them or whatever. But I don't think you've ever been too much of a dickhead. But a little mean dauber. You're not really being a dickhead to me. You're just being a dickhead to yourself. That's all. Bye.